Along with the long-awaited release date for Kingdom Hearts 3, we have a new trailer as well. Now, the new world reveal was actually Frozen, which, considering its popularity at the time, and the fact that Tangled is in Kingdom Hearts 3, it shouldn't have been that big of a shock. If you do remember, there was an alleged world list leaked onto Reddit a few months ago, and of course Frozen was on that list. So this is potentially evidence that that list is legit, and it could also be a complete coincidence. So if you've been kind of staying away from it due to skepticism, you might want to reconsider and actually look at the list, because this is evidence that it could be real. And obviously, if you've been staying away from it for spoilers, probably want to continue to do so. Now, based on what we saw, Kingdom Hearts 3 will be retelling the movie. It won't be original, and it's going to be featuring traditional combat. It's not going to be like Atlantica in Kingdom Hearts 2. I know a lot of people were worried that Frozen would be in the game, it would just be a musical, but it's not. It's going to be normal. It's just going to be normal combat, so there's nothing to worry about there. Now, personally, I really wouldn't mind if there was some form of Ice Cream Beat or like a mini game from Atlantica and Kingdom Hearts 2, because I did kind of find those to be a little bit enjoyable, and they actually are a little bit different than the traditional things that you usually do in the game. So just a nice little break, something a little bit different to add some variety. And it's always good to actually have some different things, because there is always these different types of players that play these games, so it's good to take into consideration all of them, as long as these mini games and stuff are always optional, because there's nothing quite as annoying as a required mini game. Now, to me, the most interesting thing to think about is that in Frozen, Rapunzel has a cameo, and we know that both Tangled and Frozen are in Kingdom Hearts 3, so I'm quite curious as to how they will implement that cameo, or if it'll be completely ignored. I kind of want to just see how they would actually do it. It's kind of an interesting thought, but I also feel like it's not really going to happen, as they're two completely different worlds. It's pretty much impossible for it to actually happen, which is kind of disappointing, but completely understandable. Now, by the time that Sora actually arrives in Arendelle, it does seem that Elsa has already ran away, so it definitely seems like it's probably would be skipped over. So, with that being said, I'm really interested to see where this story goes, as it does seem like Larxene is a big plot point in this, which is really interesting. Larxene is trying to get Elsa to go to the darkness, which I think is an awesome plot point, and it's really just awesome to see Larxene again, and especially actually doing something inside a Disney World, because a lot of the Disney Worlds just don't really seem to be all that relevant to the main story most of the time. They just kind of are there. However, a lot of the characters are actually, a lot of the organization members are actually showing up outside of the Kingdom Hearts original worlds, which is always a good sign. So, with that being said, Frozen is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm really excited to see what they do with it. It looks really cool, and so let me know what you guys think about the trailer, about the Frozen world, and I'll see you guys in the next video.